Let's say I give you, what does this mean? So obviously, if you know you're good at your mental math, you know this is 15, right? But what if I asked you to write it in a different way? So I'm assuming you would tell me that this is also the same thing as 5 plus 5 plus 5. And this is also equal to 15. So you know these two ways are equal. They are equal. So what if I asked you, what are exponents? Alright, so we got this, okay? It's 5 times 3 equals 15 because, we're adding 5 plus 5 plus 5 because it's 5 multiplied by 3. 5 is added by itself 3 times. Now, I would assume, actually before we go anywhere, I'm gonna give you guys two vocabulary. First one, this is called a base. Okay, so keep in mind the base is always the big number for whatever this is, and this is an exponent if you haven't guessed. This is called, this is the most important thing, an exponent. Alright, exponent. Now keep in mind these are two important vocabulary. Just keep it in mind. Alright. So what does this mean? Okay, what does this mean? Right? Because we know how to multiply. But what does this mean? Okay, so like we did in multiplication, 5 times 3 was also 5 plus 5 plus 5. What 5 to the power of 3 means is 5 multiplied by itself 3 times. 3 times. So 5 times 5 times 5. So now look at the difference. 5 times 3 is 5 plus 5 plus 5, which is equal to 15. This is equal to 25 times 5, which is 125. Look at the difference. That's a full 110. That's 110 off. So don't mix multiplication and exponents. So how do you say this? Like, in fractions we say 3/4. In addition we say 5 plus 4. So this would be, okay, so you always say the base first. The base always goes up first. So you say 4 to the power of the exponent, which in this case is also 4. So 4 to the power of 4. Let's keep these things in mind. They're important. Okay, so now that we know how to say this, again, what's the base? Like I said earlier, it's 4. And what's the exponent? It's 4 again. So again, you take this as 4 to the power of 4. And this is just 4 times 4 times 4 times 4. So 16 times 16, because 4 times 4 is 16, another 4 times 4 is 16. And I can't do the mental math right now, but let's move on. 4 special cases. Okay, this is important because you will see this very often and books will try to trick you. And just gotta know them. Okay, first one. What is, okay, again, base is 34, exponent is 1, and you would say it as 34 to the power of 1. Okay, so whenever the exponent is 1, every single time, there won't be any situation where it won't happen. The outcome, the answer is always itself. So let's say I'd given you 1 million to the power of 1. It's a million. What if I given you a trillion to the power of 1? That's also a trillion. A million to the power of 0. What is this? Just as in 34 to the power of 1, it would always be the number itself, just as in every single number. A million to the power of 0 is as simple as it is just 1. It's always going to be 1. So if I'd given you a billion to the power of 1, to the power of 0, I'm sorry, that would be 1. A trillion to the power of 0, that would also be 1. How do you say this? as I said earlier, you could say this as 14 to the power of 2. But you could also say it as 14 squared. 14 squared. Again, you could say it as 14 to the power of 2, but let's say I give you a million to the power of 2. It could also be a million squared. The power of 3. You could also say it as 56 cubed. Just keep these in mind. These are optional, but these two are not optional.